This tarot spread today reminds me of a dream that I had back in 2011. It's kind of like what I attribute to my initial waking up. It's funny, on the spiritual journey, people say, when did you wake up? And it's like, well, I've had multiple awakenings over the years, but I feel like the very first one was in May of 2011, and I got really, really sick. I was 38. I think I was 38 years old. And I got this infection in my intestines and incredibly painful. And I was in bed for three or 4 days. And I had what I would consider to be an awakening experience. I had a series of lucid dreams or visions, or I don't know. I was so delirious, I'm not sure. But this reading on the table, I feel like it describes the first in the series of the dreams, like, perfectly. I was at the top of something very high. I don't know if I was on a mountaintop. I don't recall my feet being like, I don't recall seeing them or noticing where I was, but I do know that I was very high up, wherever it was, because all I could see was this valley floor that probably went down for a mile. I mean, it was that far. And I was talking to, I don't know if it was my higher self or a spirit guide, or maybe they're just one and the same. I mean, honestly. And it was like I was going to take this glider down to the valley floor. I could see it, it was like way, way down there. And so I had my hands outstretched, and they were holding on to this, I don't know. I mean, maybe it was a glider of some kind. In the physical, we don't just typically jump off of a mile high, platform and just fall to our death. But that was, in essence, what I was about to do. Anyway, my guide said, go ahead and just let go, And I very distinctly turned over to my left and said, hell no. Exactly like that. Oh, hell no. And the voice replied, okay, have it your way. And so I made it down to the valley below, and the dream proceeded on, and all of the dreams after that. But that's what we see here. We see this Emperor into the Eight of Wands, into the Ten of Wands. Old identities are a burden. Release this need to control. The Emperor really operating, out of his ego. This is the sign of Aries. This is the planetary influence of Mars. And Mars is in Aries right now, right? So we have the plans. We're going to do it our way. I'm not letting go. I'm not letting go of my ego. I mean, this is an ego death. The initiation, the beginning of the movement forward. And why? I mean, why even have such a thing? Why does it become so burdensome to be the Emperor? To have a plan and to be doing and to be acting, right? The Eight of Wands, like all of this doing and all of this moving and all of this motion, and it's fast moving. And the Ten of Wands, it's so burdensome. It's this stubbornness, this rigidity. Like, I can do it. I don't need any help. I don't need to let go. I don't need to invite spirit in. I'll handle it, right? It's waking up to the idea when we get down into the Hanged Man and then into the Ace of Cups and then into the Sun, it's like, you might want to rethink that. How's that been going for you? How's that been working out for you? Right? And when I say you, I mean me. Like moving from a place of resistance, right? Like time to move out of the mind and into the heart. Time to scold that ego and tell it to sit aside, that whatever the story it's been telling me, whatever it's been suggesting that I do, whatever action it has me taking, and whatever beliefs it has, it's feeding me, that's not really my authentic self. It's not your authentic self. We make decisions with our human minds without actually inviting spirit and without actually listening to our guidance. I mean, in my dream, it was just that way. My guidance said, let go. And I resisted. I didn't let go. And I probably haven't let go. In 11 years, I probably have not let go. And so you keep going and you keep going and you keep going and you get into the 10 of Wands until one day the burden becomes so heavy and the misery becomes so unbearable that you're finally to break down and to acknowledge, finally, you know what, Spirit, you were right all along. And now I'm ready to let go. I'm ready to put down the burdens because my way has been heavy. My way has been not the best way. I mean, just look around at your life, right? No one else is going to look at your life. Like, nobody really cares. I mean, like, let's be real. I'm the only one who can look at my life and decide if it's going the way that I want it. I'm the only one that can look at my life and decide if I feel good about all the different aspects of it. Like, how are my relationships? Do I love my job? Is my body in a healthy state? Is my mind in a healthy state? Right? Am I enjoying my life? Am I allowing miracles to enter in? Am I manifesting my desires? Like, there's so many different angles that you could come at it to sort of judge it for yourself. Like, it's your life. No one else is going to judge your life. Everyone else is too busy judging their own, right? And everyone else is too busy following their own egos and their own desires and whatever else. And so the way to judge it is to just take a real critical look at, where are you in relationship to how you're feeling? I feel like that's the way. Do you feel clear? Do you feel good? Do you feel positive? Do you feel grateful? Do you wake up in the morning and you can't wait to just leap out of bed to start the day? Are you looking forward to whatever comes because you've gotten yourself into that space, into that heart space, that Ace of Cups? So I just feel like the Hanged Man, the Ace of Cups, and the Sun literally means surrender to love and life. Surrender to love and life. Right? The light that penetrates, that illuminates, that heals into the heart. The precious treasure within the heart. So interesting when I laid down these 6 cards and I thought, oh my. That was my awakening sequence, the very, very first dream in the sequence of awakening in 2011, 11 years ago. So, releasing the need to control, releasing stubbornness, releasing rigidity, moving from a place of resistance to obtain a precious treasure within the heart, the light that penetrates, illuminates, and heals. Surrender to love and life.